Hi, everybody. Well, it's usually around that time where some people usually pop in and talk to me. So if anybody's out there, I know there's a few of my people that are really good. I wish I had somebody who could tell me how to unblock people, because I think I blocked a bunch of nice people. Like I said, I don't know how to use my toys, and but those I did block, I know some of them are bad. Um, Only police officers understand this. Like, you guys know stuff. See, my favorite man is indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie because he looks at you eye to eye and he inspires me. Because I think I've been a debater in front of men for years. I feel like I've stood not within sitting with people in the stadium. I feel like I've been in the middle of the stadium like gladiators, screaming out as a warrior woman sang. And I know I've probably killed people. I know I've done it. Because, like I said, when I said the first time I talked to Steve Lackio, I fucking floored him because you can go back when I said, unless I am blood, murder, mayhem, mama. And unless you have football players like the size of BX Beast Boy who inspired me to take music as I left creators that tried to hurt me. So when I go back to certain creators now, like going into Duty Ron's lives, I get to see a whole bunch of my bullies. And I see it. I see the spin. I'm a white woman trying to be heard. But if I was a white man preaching, I would be heard. But the only woman who gave me a voice was a black woman by the name of SB News Nuggets. Because she listened to a white grandmother who told her, please, SP. When I was little, I went down in the States and a little old lady told my father as I held a peach in my hand. So I know when somebody holds a great big peach in the lives, you're mocking me. But you people don't understand when you mock me, you receive karma. You can put a bat out in a stream and think it's funny. But like again, you've never had bats on the tips of your fingers sitting around a bonfire, which I will have around my sweat lodge. Because only people that will come to my sweat lodge will have true hearts. Because everybody who went to Proud Women's sweat lodges all over the Canadian and the US know that woman had a gift. And that woman, even before I was in there, a man in a treatment center saved my by writing on a coffee cup an eagle. How did he know as a native man that was I'm small? He sat behind me, and I'm kind of scared to say he's no longer alive. I will only find out until I re-listen to the live and say, the man in the treatment center who gave me your styrofoam coffee cup that you drew an eagle on it, my sir. You gave me my clan as an eagle back then. You saved my life because we saved other men's lives by saying, because he said to me, Kimmy, if it wasn't for you, I have held in my secret for 25 years, Kimmy. And this man, I got a feeling, has passed away because I feel him kind of hug me, or he's hearing me. Because when you talk eye to eye like Dr. Rashad Ritchie, who inspires me daily, because he talked about Wisha Karen Wood, and that's where I started. Be a Kimmy. Be a Kimmy. And for every person that sees Dr. Rashad Ritchie, could you go tell him he inspired a woman to be a Kimmy and fight for all races, all creeds. And it's about time white people get the same justice that black people have. And every person that smoked a joint should be walking the streets, and the government should be giving billionaires and millionaires money to fix up your neighborhoods and get people out of jail that are doing the same thing that Benny Keys does. Right, people? Right, people? So, at 8 minutes, Noble Nation signing out. Duty Ron. I would have been a great fucking cop. But remember, when I was little, I was too little, right? So, again, my favorite actor is Sylvester Stallone. And I'll end it with this, like I have said before. The internet ripped out my heart by a man named Scott. A man named Scott who sold seeds because I told you way back then it's illegal to sell seeds across the border. And anything that man sold or is tracked to any place was against the law. So, DEA. And who's the male guys that track wherever ABE sent shit to, right? Da, 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 da. Right? I would have been a great fucking Navy SEAL. Because, like I said, not suck my dick. I would have ripped the fucking heart out. Shoved it in his throat. Right? Because I was a gladiator way back when. And I was a seer. I am a seer. And Steve, you're protected by earth magic. So don't be scared of me. Okay, Steve? I think your auntie just said this to me. Don't be scared of me, Steve. Because you're covered with love and light and all the earth magic that everybody is scared about. The Satanist, the clans, and all that shit. Because remember, I see it. Let me point you to it. Because that cop never put his badge behind those fucking people. He waited for a lot of evidence, so everybody's gonna go down soon. So you're either gonna find a lot of people kill themselves for what they did, right? Right, officers? Because men will kill themselves for what they've done to others. Women will never do evil. And a true woman knows how to protect her house from it. But I never needed a fucking box to tell me. I know how to protect my house, my people, my family. Because I have all gods and religions within my family. Right? Just like the song As You Are. And those people that broke up that ring and took down that ring. I hope you don't get nightmares from what you're going to have to listen to, people, but you will. As we find out the true horrors of what these people did, I ask you to come to Ishtars Garden, right? Come to Ishtars Garden where? I've seen it, I've absorbed it. And as every woman from Ishtar's Garden says, allow me to heal you. Because I can see just by driving with Steve. Because wherever Steve went, he carried me in his camera. Let's pray for everybody, okay? Let's pray for the people that have to hear the horror stories. Because once you hear it, once you see it, just remember the two police, the police officer and the firefighter I know that ate their guns, right? I've been around people that told horror stories. And then I went around other circles with them again and asked where they went. And I was told they ate a gun. So Mr. Donut Operator out there, unless you understand and sit where people sit around fires, real true fires, and say, how did I ever fucking live coming out of that? And how can I bear knowing that if I hadn't done this, other soldiers who were with me wouldn't be dead. They would be alive. How can I look their families in the face and say I killed your father, your wife, or your son, unless you come to Ishtar's Garden? Remember, I've done this for centuries. Because again, this bracelet is a one-of-a-kind bracelet. And like my crystal ball, like people, I purchased things because things called to me and said, you have to buy me. I'm yours, because at a certain time, when the world is fucked up, you're going to need your runes. You're going to need your bracelet. You're going to need your crystal balls and everything else that I've shown you people. Because I got a whole bunch more that I don't have. Because I'm fighting for our planet. I'm fighting to tell you churches took Native children, and when the snow goes in Canada, we're going to find a whole bunch more fucking graves. Just like in the States, why do you not bury, or why do you not build on certain places? Why do they just burn to the ground? And why does a man like Benny Keys get to drop his seed when a man like A.V. Watchman should be driving with his son out in the desert and track the shit that maybe one day I'll get to go for a ride with Steve inside his vehicle. Because I feel destiny too, you know. I see greatness. I see Griffey's. Griffey's a fucking bear, man. Steve looks like I'm going to get cut off. Steve's a wolf.